again, we went and saw the Odyssey separately, but together in spirit. That was freaking glorious.
Yeah, I don't say
that was incredible.
I don't say this very often, but I think that was the perfect movie.
Yeah.
Just from head to toe.
Yeah.
So, yeah, amazing.
That's one of those no notes. Like you just admire it and enjoy it at the same time. There's been a handful of movies that I've admired and haven't enjoyed. This was a both and. Like, it's not hard. And again, I'm not capable of making a movie, so I can't give this a professional pat on the back or critique, but as best I can, give it its flowers. Like, that's an easy movie to admire in every freaking aspect. It looks incredible. It is so flippin' immersive. Like, you're just in ancient Greece. Yep. There isn't a moment that you feel disconnected from that world. The performances are tremendous from start to finish. Like, there's nobody that's a weak member of that cast.
It's a phenomenal cast.
Phenomenal. Everyone is fit well to their role. And this is going to be perhaps a strange phrasing, but I'll risk it. Nobody tries to overdo it. Like, there's no overacting here. Nobody's going, hey, I got to really steal the show here. I'll give you an example. It would have been very easy for Robert Pattinson to overdo it in his villainous role.
Yep.
Right? But he is so contained and under control, even while he's playing this scummy, slimy, and yet still formidable opponent. He doesn't go over the top. He hit the right notes. What range that Bob Pattinson has.
Yeah, he's a phenomenal actor.
Holy smokes.
It makes you wonder if he never did Twilight, how much higher he'd be held. Not that
He
Twilight was bad movies, but like I think it did
correct.
It did its damage
correct
to him.
Yep. From a perception point of view, and yet I would say, yeah, go ahead and put that out.
That's an outlier.
It has nothing. The dude has chops. He
doesn't even like the Twilight series, I don't think.
He's so good. The pacing is great. Like, you and I were talking earlier, it took me maybe about 30 minutes, right? I didn't sit there with a stopwatch and time it to feel like I was in sync with or in the groove of the movie. But that's not a discredit to the movie, as if it got off to a choppy start. It just took time to kind of latch myself or strap myself into this particular ride. But my goodness, the tempo, it never dragged. It never dragged. And that's a 3-hour freaking movie that didn't drag, but it also didn't get in too much of a hurry. It took its time in each sequence, in each set. It was so thorough.
It was a masterclass in pace control.
Yes.
Like, the pace
Very
was well controlled. Like, I told you, it felt like a long movie, but not in a bad way. Like,
right.
It felt like it was supposed to be a long movie.
It felt grueling in the sense that, the movie's called The Odyssey. Yeah. That's the story. It's supposed to be hard.
Those guys are going through it.
Correct.
That sucks.
Yes.
And we as an audience are also going through it, having to watch
You feel the weight of it. Yeah.
Yeah. So I also thought it was just a masterclass at consequences of your own actions.
Yeah.
Like, I can't think of another movie that just absolutely nails that to a T, right? Because he's dealing with the consequences off of Troy.
Yep.
And how he has not thought, like, as he's been thinking it through, did not agree with it towards the end.
Actions.
Yes. Right. And
you win, but at what cost?
Right. But the consequences of that happened to the king who raided Troy.
Right.
His consequences happen when he pokes the eye out of a cyclops.
Yep.
And decides that he's going to piss off the king of the Poseidon. And then later pisses off Zeus.
Right.
Right. And that's the consequences of his army's actions.
Right.
And to be like, towards the end, they tell him, you're going to be the only one left.
Yeah.
And he's like, I don't agree with that at all. And like, you can't just...
I defy the gods.
Yeah, and you can't.
Yep.
Right? I think one of the most impactful scenes is when he's talking to the dead.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember in the trailer, they're like, oh, that's a war scene. No, it's not.
Not
He's running from zombies, essentially.
Right.
In that.
Right.
But to watch all that play out and just... Yeah, like that's the whole thing, is just dealing with consequences. And I loved the scene too where he finally goes home, builds the raft, and Charlize Theron's character's talking to him, and she's like, you have to do the one thing that you have not been able or wanting to do. You have to give up control, and you have to face your consequences. Right. And he does. He just goes out there and he lets the sea do its thing, and guess where he ends up? Where he's supposed to be the whole time. Yep. So I thought that right there was just a beautiful, like, beautiful scene.
Right. Yeah, how he's such a flawed character, right? Like, this isn't this perfect personification of a protagonist, but that is such a huge piece of what makes him relatable and worthwhile. Is he's going through this character progression, right, and character growth. We talk about this all the time. We always will on the pod, of how critical that is for any story, like to have the character progression and the character development be this real and tangible thing. But you're absolutely right, that personification where Calypso's telling him, like, you have to submit, like, you have to humble yourself and recognize that your intentional defying of the gods has led to your point, these various consequences. This isn't fate being cruel to you. You have intentionally chosen to defy Zeus's law. And that tie-in, by the way, where he's coming to terms with the action of developing the Trojan horse, right? How that was just weighing on him as his journey progressed, and the guilt that he felt and the shame that he felt, and how he had just served a part in essentially cutting the legs out from underneath humanity, right? It's like that was a payoff that I wasn't expecting. The payoff was multi-layered. It wasn't just one moment. It wasn't just in one way. It was both with Odysseus and different individual characters, and then it was with his journey as a whole.
Yep.
It was phenomenal. It was phenomenal.
Go watch it.
My gosh, right?
So good.
That's
winning Oscars, no doubt.
It's so damn
that might
good.
That might sweep.
Yeah, and listen, again, this is an old story. I think it's a credit to the story that it retells it in what I would say is a very respectful way. Does it take its liberties? No kidding. And you know what? Again, thousands-year-old worth of a story that every time it's been retold and adapted, guess what? Liberties have been taken. All right? And if you're really championing the original, it's still there for you. By all means, go read it and go enjoy it, and then go yell at the cloud in the corner. But you're just neglecting a tremendous, tremendous movie. You know, Tom Holland, in some pre-release interviews, was saying that to him this felt like Christopher Nolan at the height of his powers, right?
Yeah.
In so many words. Totally agree.
First movie that was fully shot in IMAX.
Unbelievable.
Insane.
No, I'm
pretty sure.
Just unbelievable. Tom was great.
Yep.
As Telemachus. That was incredible. I really didn't know what to expect with with some of these casting choices, right? Like John Leguizamo, but he was tremendous.
Oh, phenomenal!
He was tremendous. I didn't know he had that in him, and he was just freaking incredible, just incredible. Anne Hathaway's her usual solid self. Matt Damon, I didn't know how well of a fit he would be in this role. Odysseus.
He did win me over.
Yes,
but I agree.
First time growing out a full beard for Matt, apparently.
Should keep it. It looks solid. It really did. It looks solid.
Right? You're like, hey, Matt, you did well there. Oh my gosh.
I saw something where it's like Matt Damon, his whole genre is just trying to get home. And then they showed a bunch of different movies.
He's got a little bit of pattern there. Even John Bernthal, and I don't say that in a way of really John Bernthal. He's infinitely entertaining all the time. I wasn't sure how on earth he would fit into this story, just with his particular brashness, and it was perfect.
Yeah, he definitely fits the Spartan like vibe.
Yeah,
for sure.
He was tremendous. It was so great. It was so great. This is as good as a movie can get. Like you said, it's hard to give those kind of flowers to a movie to call it the perfect movie. This is in that slot. It's right in that spot.
And of course you can nitpick. But
of course you can. Yeah. We're not saying perfect, literally no nits to pick, but this is close to perfect as you're going to get. It was tremendous.